Not now.
Huh?
Wait, later I will bob for you. Jesus, oh God, help me. Hello, everybody,
Hello.
and welcome. I have a wonderful guest today on the show, and it's Grandma Nwamadi. Hey! All right. So today we brought Grandma here so that we can ask her a few questions. You know, someone that has lived above 80, there must be something that we can learn from her. So today we want to ask her one or two questions about her life and some other things and some other stuff. So let's begin. So we're going to start with asking her
He's going to say like this. It's affecting me, right?
the fan,
The fans.
the fan.
Yes. Yeah, maybe.
All right. Is it touching you? It's not coming. It's not going to turn. Hmm? Eh? Okay. I want you to touch me. It's only me to touch, not you. All right. Where did I keep these questions? Gallery. Okay. All right. So, what is your name? Tell us your name. What's your name?
Tell us your name.
Oh, mom, we don't do this now. I'm recording it. Your name. What is your name?
My name is Felicitas Basi Muhammadi.
Great. All right. So her name is Felicitas Basi Nwamadi. Okay. So we want to also find out um how was your childhood like? Where are you from? Where were you born? Where did you school? So let's start with where are you from?
Where did I school?
Where are you from?
I'm from a little town called
You're looking at that. Just look at that.
called Ikoresenview.
Wow. And Ikoresenview is in Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria.
Yes.
So that's where Grandma is from. But she's married to a different tribe. What tribe are you married from? Are you married to rather?
Igbo.
Okay, she's married to an she was married to an Igbo man from where was he from?
From I'm forgetting their major town.
Bombise.
Mm.
Is it not Umuogu? Bombise. Umuogu in Bombise.
Is that Ikoresenview? My grandfather was staying in the mother-in-law's house.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So I'm saying, where is your husband from?
He's from Owerri, local government area.
Okay. Look at there and tell them.
Mm.
Where is your husband from?
Whom are you asking me that one? The wife is not from local government, but let it be there.
Okay. All right. So the next question is,
He says you talk of the husband.
okay, all right, let's leave the husband. You said he's from Owerri. Okay, your husband is from Owerri. All right. So now we want to ask, um, where did you do your primary school? Primary school,
In Ubium,
Ubium. So
that
she's,
is
yeah.
the local government area.
Okay. So then after your primary school, you went ahead to do what? What's the next level of education?
After my primary school,
Yes.
I attended the secondary school.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So she attended secondary school. Where?
in Akayobio,
In Akai, Ubium. She
that is
attended the secondary school in
the
Akai, Ubium.
headquarter of my own place.
Okay. She said Akai, Ubium is the headquarters of where she stays, her own place. Okay. All right. Then after your secondary school, did you proceed to university, or you got married, or what happened after the secondary school?
After the secondary school was when I got married.
Okay.
Mm.
But there was a time you attended the convent. Is the secondary school the convent school?
That is the headquarter
Okay.
of the women, church women.
Okay.
Mm.
So the secondary school was at the headquarters. The
Mm.
convent was also there.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So the school was a convent school. All right. All right. Let's move ahead. Now, I want to ask you, what is one memory of your younger years that makes you to smile? What do you think about your when you were young in Akai that makes you to smile? Well, just tell us one thing or two things that you remember, when you were in Akai that makes you to smile in your when you were younger. What can you remember?
For what?
I said anything that made you happy when you were young, when you were a child. Can you remember anything that happened when you were young that makes you happy, that made you happy? And if you remember it now, you'll be happy. She's laughing. Hmm?
There's no playing on the dry ground.
Dry ground. Okay.
Good uh, caring for. And then they usually dig the sand where it is more than our area.
Okay.
They come and spread all over so that
Okay.
we could roll on them.
On the sand. So rolling on the sand it's a wonderful memory she remembers as a child, and which makes her joyful and happy even now. So playing with other children,
Children.
rolling on the sand, that's a memory from her childhood that she remembers. That's great. That's amazing. All right, let's go to the next question. How did you meet Papa? How did you meet my dad? All right, tell us his name first before you now tell us how you met him. What's your husband's name?
School, when I left school from Agoja,
Mm.
because there was small trouble with the army and the cruisers. So that made us run away from
Okay, from the school back home. Okay, okay. So then where did you now meet Papa,
Papa
your husband?
was brought into the compound because of my father.
Okay,
So he came to do some, what do they call these short stories that children are carrying about now.
okay,
So he came to do his there in Akai because the people that were taking care of our school in that time Yorubas, I mean European,
Europeans. Okay.
Europeans
Okay. So he was
on
in the secondary school in his school there while you were schooling at Ogoja, isn't it?
yes,
Okay, there you came on holiday, but he was doing a project with the Europeans that were his teachers.
yes,
So that was what made him stay behind instead of going home on holiday. And that was how you now met him, right? Yes.
yes,
Okay. So she met daddy because daddy schooled in Akai Ubium.
you,
Yeah. So papa schooled there, and it happened that there was this particular holiday he was doing a project with his teachers rather, to the secondary school, and she was schooling in Ogoja then. So because he didn't go home on time, he was still in Akai trying to finish the project with his teachers. She came back home, and that was when and where she met him. Okay. All right. So that's great. So you met Papa in the secondary school in Akai Ubium. All right. Okay. Now, the next question I want to ask you is, what is the happiest season of your life since you were a baby until now that you are a grandma? Which season was the happiest? Was it when you were a child, or now that you are a grandma, or when you are still struggling to take care of all of us? Which season did you like best? Which one was your happiest season?
for taking care of the children.
Oh wow. I was that your happiest season? That's great. So she said taking care of the children was her happiest time. You know, many mothers, giving birth to children is an amazing experience. So taking care of the children, she says, was her happiest season in life. Let's give grandma a round of applause for that. Great, great, great. All right, let's move ahead. What was the hardest challenge you ever faced, and how did you overcome it? Did you ever have any hard challenge, and how did you overcome it? Challenge, anything that happened that was so difficult, but you overcame. You were able to overcome it. So was there anything like that?
Apart from when I came to live there,
Mm.
that I started having what do they call this? What do they call it in English? Just some small dry soup, usually it's
Try to.
dry small strong soup. With the cook, yam, I mean, with gari fufu.
Is it afang? Afang soup.
Afang, one of them. Then vegetan,
Okay.
two of them. Then
So what was the challenge? Is it cooking the soup? Was the soup a big challenge? Because I know Akwa Ibom soups are very difficult to cook. Was that the challenge you were going through? Was it difficult to cook the soup?
we were taking the vegetable fresh around
Okay.
us. So we were able to cook soup without trouble.
Okay. Okay. So which one was your best soup? Is it the editan or the afang?
Afang,
Okay. So the afang is her, or rather she prefers afang to editan. Okay, those are local soups that the Akwa Ibom people eat. Okay. All right, let's move ahead. What was it like raising children in your time compared to okay? What was it like raising children during your time compared to now? How people are raising their children now? How were you people raising your own children? How did you raise us? And how are people raising their children now? What's the difference?
If you don't bring children up, you can never see better future.
Okay.
Because those children were the ones that did a lot of things in the home until the time they left house for secondary school outside
Okay.
to become like
Boarding school.
students.
Okay. Borders. Yeah. Okay. All right.
But when they come on holidays, they prove to help out to us,
Wow.
showing us how to do things the English way.
Okay. Wow. 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 Okay. Now, how do you see, although I don't know how many people's children you have seen them raise right now, how do people raise their children these days
Huh?
compared to how you raise your own children?
Well,
Brought up the children. How are people bringing up their children these days compared to how you brought up your own children?
most of the time, even though after having the baby, I came up to this side of the town. What do they call it? The side of the town that is in New here. One of my teachers I knew in Ogoja while I was very was transferred
Okay, be talking.
to New York to come and head the school that he was trying to start and so forth. So she was also helping me.
Okay.
If not for my parents, she wouldn't have seen the light of world today.
Okay, so she was helping you. She was helping you to raise your children. Okay, so uh, sh- one of the things she loved about raising children was after raising children, and when one of the things she loved about raising children was when the children grew up to the stage of secondary school and they went to secondary school, whatever they learnt in boarding school will come back home and teach them, and it was something that gave her joy. Okay, so let's move ahead. Okay, what is something you have taught us as your children that you don't want us to forget in our life? You don't want us to ever forget. What is that lesson that you have taught us that you do not want us to forget? The lesson you have taught us as children that you don't want us to forget, and you want us to even pass it to our own children. What's that lesson?
Lesson of the small children being obedient.
Good.
They have to obey their parents and follow what they instruct them to do and do that, not to look at what outsiders are doing.
Okay.
So parents were helping the children to grow up
Okay.
in a good way.
Okay, so you taught your children to be obedient, and you hope that they too will teach their own children to be obedient to their parents and the elders. Okay, so that's great. All right, let's move ahead. If you could go back and give yourself when you were small advice, what would you say?
If I could go back,
Yes, if you can go back to being a young girl again, which advice will you advise yourself? If you could,
I can't see
from all you have learned till now,
all my baby.
if you could go back to um to be a young girl again, what will you advise yourself? That's what we're asking you.
I would advise to be a teacher
Okay.
and help children to grow up in natural way, obeying their parents in everything, and doing well in their academics.
Wonderful. So she said she would advise herself to be a teacher, to be able to, so that she can help children to grow up and be obedient and be to obey their parents and be successful in life. Wow, that's a good one. That's a very good one. So I think this is going to be the last question. What are you most proud of when you look back on your life? When you think of everything that has happened in your life, what are you most proud of? What are that thing that you are very proud of?
I'm really proud of our parents who insisted we must go to school.
Oh, wow.
And as we were in the school, they were watching over us,
Okay.
making sure if we bring homework from school and come home, making sure we complete the assignment before they would take back to school on the next day also.
Wow, give it up for Makai. There her picture is here. Let me quickly get it and show us Maakai and what's even their generational picture here. Okay, this is a picture of my mother's family. This is her father and her mother. I hope we can see it. Okay, she said she's very proud. She's very proud of, if you could, when she thinks about her younger years, she's very proud of her parents who encouraged her to go to school. Okay, and they did not just encourage her to go to school, they saw to it that even when she learns at school and she's given homework, they will see to it that she does her homework so that she can, do well in school. So she's really, really, really proud of that. Let's give it up for Papa Akai and Mama Akai. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Yes. So we have a clearer picture. We have a clearer picture of her mom. This is her mom. Okay, so that's a clearer picture of her mom that she's so proud of. Okay. All right, and now the last question. The last question says, what does a good and meaningful life mean to you? What does a good life mean to you? Good life.
Okay, good life.
Mm.
Good life makes somebody to be good too.
Yes, what can you say a good life is? What kind of life is this for someone that is drinking and smoking, or someone that is serving God and living well? What does a good life mean to you?
Good life means living peaceful in your home with your family.
Wow. Okay.
And extending that peaceful life onto friends and well-wishers outside.
Wow.
So if you do that, you see yourself bright looking, strong, and happy.
Good. Wow, mommy, I wish you were talking and looking at the camera. All right.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Say it again. What a good life means. Look up now. If you look down, they won't see. Okay.
Good life is living in peace with one another.
Okay. Look up. Look there.
Living in peace with everybody around you, and helping those who need help, and making those who you should help also help you. So to live happily together
Wonderful.
and help one another in everything.
Wow. So a good life. God has put us here to coexist. We are not here in isolation. So she said a good life is when you live in peace with one another, help each other. So you help people, people help you, and everybody is living in peace together. That is a good life. Let's give it up for Grandma Nwamadi. All right, before we go, let's look at. This is Grandma's 80th birthday album. So let's just go through it. Okay, this is Grandma on her birthday, the 80th birthday. Okay, we'll just look for the bigger pictures. Another picture of Grandma on her birthday, 80th birthday. Okay, this is Grandma taking communion, the Holy Communion, on her birthday. This is Grandma with her daughters and some other friends. Okay, on her birthday. This is Grandma with her children on her 80th birthday. I'm just looking for the bigger one. So Grandma had 4 of us girls. So this is Grandma and her 4 daughters. Okay. See you now. And see Eze. See me. See UD. And see Ne. See you here. Come baby. Come baby. I'm looking for another bigger picture. Okay, this is when Grandma changed to a different outfit. Okay. And this is Grandma with her first daughter. Yeah. I hope those things are aligning well. All right, this is Grandma with some more of us. Okay. Okay, so Grandma, what else do you have to say to us before we go? We are done with it. What else do you have to say? Final words. So Grandma, we are recording in the middle of the night. This is like past 2 a.m. And yeah, so thank you so much for honoring us. God bless you and keep you stronger, healthier.
For remembering us, sharing us up.
All right, see you later in our next one. Bye.
Bye.